these are basic points. I'm just showing you basic points for us to rethink how do we work on a personal branding. So we need to have a clarity. We have to have a legacy, like this particular person has achieved this in a shorter time. If there is a culturals happening in a college, if there is a project given a project, this person can lead it very well. She is the person who has a very good voice. This person has a very good personality. They are very approachable. They are very nice. So how you behave in the environment, how you behave in the office atmosphere. So a job is given to a particular person at the office. They can lead it and complete the job. He's a team player. He is a leader. So all this matters. So we have to keep working on it. And you have to be very vocal. It is not that I do my job and I keep quiet. No, these days, among lot of competition and lot of social media being very active, you have to self-market yourself very much. You have to, every point, it is not self-boasting. There is a difference between self-boasting and self-marketing. So you have to place yourself and explain, articulate very well what you have done, how you have done. So that's very important in any scenario. So when you have achieved something, you will have to see that it is reaching the right audience at right manner. Be it be a college, be it your organization, be it at your house. So we'll have to create, how do we go about it? We have to have a brand vision. We have to curate, we have to craft a brand vision. Decide whom we want to talk, define to your audience. You have to have a defined set of audience. As somebody said, Unilever is a brand, well-known brand, international brand. So Unilever has various products, right from SEC, social economic class A to social economic class C. So there is various product. Like if you take a Ariel, if you take Ariel is P&G's product. If you take Surf Excel is for a premium audience, whereas a Wheel is for a rural audience. So you need to know the audience sector and accordingly place your content. So they place the product. So that is corporate branding. So accordingly, on a personal branding, you will have to know your audience, where I'm talking, whom I'm talking, how I'm talking. So again and again, I would emphasize, since everybody is on a social media, we definitely have to create a content which has a very good image or a perspective in which we want others to see us. So every post, what we post on the handles has to be very representative of us, and it has to be very genuine. Any post, anything you do, it has to be very genuine and authentic, which can go on a long run. If we try to do on a momentary basis, I don't think we'll have a leg to run on it. So couple of things like authenticity. That's what I was mentioning. There has to be authenticity of your content about yourself, about whatever we are projecting. There should be an authority. You should be confident enough. There has to be an aspiration that I'm reaching this place. That's affinity. Affinity is basically the attachment towards it. And artisanal is, there is the uniqueness. As you all said, there's a uniqueness has to be there in each of our characteristics or an attributes we represent. So we need to have a clarity. What is the content? There has to be a connection between the audience. Always there has to be creativity. In any work we do these days, innovations or a creativity is very important. It cannot be mundane. We have to be a thinker always. That's very important for us to be a very great personal brand, to work on a personal branding. Every moment we have to keep thinking. We cannot just stuck, or we cannot be stagnant in a particular, so okay, I have achieved so much, let's not let me just drag on. No, every day there has to be an upgradation. So every day you have to keep learning. Every day there has to be reading. See, I would suggest everyone a book, Lateral Thinking, which is like, it's not that you have to just have a solution for a particular problem in a particular manner. We have to see the possibilities out of the box. What will be the other possibilities? You can go and read this book, Lateral Thinking. That's a nice book for you to start with a good reading practice. So these are a couple of theoretical points. We'll have to prioritize. There has to be a purpose. There has to be point. There has to be personal attachment. And end of the day, there will be definitely a profitability in whatever. Profitability will be in your image building. It can be in monetizing. That you can influence a particular crowd in college level. You will be able to influence a particular small set of friends. When you go to a workplace, you will be able to influence your team member. So that's how you start growing and being you gain reputation in wherever you are. So like right now, being in scenario, you will have to always see I gain reputation in place wherever I am. So how do I work upon my personal branding? And in case you are getting into a social media, how do I brand myself? How should the audience see myself? There has to be a connect, there should be an affinity. And every day there has to be a creativity in the thought process. So here is Mr. Cool. I think he is a great personal branding. So how did he build up? Everybody knows the cricketer from a small town in Jharkhand has made a great legacy. So he's worked up. I think everybody would have known him. Everybody knows him each and every day, how much he has worked, how much has been always consistent in the field. And few other examples. So you have to be a unicorn in a sea of donkeys. So like you will have to stand apart. These are few examples and statements I thought we'll just share. You will have to be real. You will have to be authentic. You have to be consistent. These are the key things for personal branding. Neil Patel is a leading online marketer today. So you know how it is cluttered. We all know how the online space is cluttered. So in that, if we have to really stand out, we have to have your authenticity and uniqueness. So you will have to make sure we have a specific audience. We cannot appeal to all audience. Each and everybody has a particular taste. If you are going to create appealing to a smaller segment, you will have to be a younger segment or an elder segment or affluent class or A class or it's female or a male. Accordingly, will have to work on the content in influencing the audience. So we'll have to relate with the audience. A single person cannot relate with everyone. So in summary, it's basically building reputation, for growing your following and constructing your name in the crowd, wherever you are, in college, on a workplace, or at home. It's basically a brand personality, the culture, the behavior, the identity, or an image of yourself. So for that, we have to build a foundation, very important. We have to have a vision. We have to work on our content every day. You have to strategize, not one blue moon day, it cannot come. You'll have to work on it every day, every moment. You have to keep bettering yourself every day. Consistently work on it. You have to relate with your audience. And you have to always offer new content with creativity, which is irresistible. Otherwise, it will become stale. So you will have to always be creative, a great thinker, better version of yourself every day, and have a great brand image. So that's all from my end. I hope the small session has tried to give you some insights to work upon from tomorrow. Work on ourselves. So it's basically working on ourselves wherever we are and build a brand image.
Students, now the session is open for questions. So any questions you wanted to ask related to the lecture, you are asked, you can do it now.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
I have a question, ma'am. Actually, as you told about the posting on social handles and also, what should be the frequency, correct frequency for posting some content or something
See, that's
on this
what I
private
said.
platform?
That's what I said. See, is this a personal posting, or you're on a particular what is it? You have a brand or something like that you want to keep posting?
Yes, yes, if I have been associated with a brand company, so if I'm doing some digital marketing over some social media platforms,
Okay.
so what should be the frequency for that? Like it should not be too much irritating for our
Yeah,
audience.
yeah, very true, very true. See, with my experience, how we go about doing is we do a weekly once post. See, it depends on the product also. For example, so if it's a product, okay, if it's a very lifestyle, interesting product, okay, so
Yeah.
that can be weekly once you post one creative, and that is like monthly. You'll have be posting four, and there can be tactical creatives which can go on for a Mother's Day or Friendship Day or any
Yeah,
special days. All
seasonal
that you can
greetings.
keep working on it. See, it can
Uh,
be, it should not be too much on the face also. It should be actually, they should be willing to consume the content naturally. So at minimum, like a 4 posts a month should be an ideal.
okay, ma'am. Ma'am, if I talk about personal content on any social media platform, then what are your views, ma'am?
See, that's totally depends on the crowd you're posting. Yeah. See, personal content is, that's what I said. No, it's among your friends you post, among your relatives you post, right? So again, like, what is the content you're posting? Maybe on a nice occasion you want to share with your friends, your great moments you want to share with your friends. I think that can be anytime. It's again like how you want to put them to perceive yourself. So those kind of posts is very important to have a brand image of you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
I think one question has come in the chat, ma'am. Whether LinkedIn is a good media for personal branding. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they're asking.
See, yeah. That's one nice, interesting question. Actually, LinkedIn is a very good medium for professionals, basically. See, because a lot of professionals on LinkedIn these days. So that's a very nice medium that you can post about yourself, your activities, your achievements. About if you're working in a particular X company, you can keep posting. So the other competitors, the other professionals, other organization definitely will look into the posts. So that will reflect your career experience. Definitely, the LinkedIn is a nice medium for any working professionals. So again, I keep saying, like, what is that you want people to know yourself? So those kind of posts are very important. You're an achiever. You are good in branding. You are good in sales. You are good in executing an event. You are good in culturals. So you keep posting that so that the image starts building on that basis for you. So the association, whatever association we do with each medium. See, for example, I say, see, lot of premium brands are not on TV at all. So they don't see them as a mass medium, right? So they are only on they are only on online spaces. So they feel that my audience is only on online. So let me be only on online. So they are not on TV. So like how you audience association is very important. If you want to build up your reputation in professional space, LinkedIn is the right medium.